I'm Maurice Smith, the Diocesan Director of Education here in Manchester, and I've had the privilege of being involved in the link with the Diocese of Lahore and its education department over the last 5 years. And during that period I've had the privilege of visiting Pakistan on 3 occasions to our brothers and sisters in Lahore, and of hosting visits from our educational colleagues from Lahore, and in particular my close colleague, brother and friend, Colonel Azim Ilyas, who is my opposite number in the Lahore Diocesan Board of Education. This is a mutual relationship. It's a relationship in which we gain and give, and I'm sure our colleagues gain and give. This is not a giving or a gifting relationship. It was taught of as it's not a sponsor project relationship. This is a relationship of equals where people gain and benefit equally from it. We couldn't do it as a diocese if it wasn't. We couldn't fund it in that way if it wasn't. That without making those close and personal relationships, then you don't develop the other things that come from it. So, for example, Shagufta, one of your head teachers, stayed with Karen, one of our head teachers, last summer, spent a week in her school. We have a great joke about the Monday morning when she was due to go to school. She was having toast and tea with Karen, breakfast with her family, and said to Karen, when does the car arrive to take us to school? And Karen said, the car that you're going to school is on the drive. And that's because in your country, very few women drive to start with, but also for security reasons, the head teachers are escorted to school, no matter how close they live. And it was just an immediate, rather amusing, but also rather telling story between the two nations about how we exist in the same service to children, but in very different ways. I've also got 191 other head teachers now asking me for company cars. I've had to reject that request. But it is fantastic to see, as I have seen over a period of visits, how things in schools in Lahore and also in Murray have changed, and also to see the influence of the visits of my teaching and head teaching colleagues when they've come back to their own schools and had those narratives with the children. And isn't it fantastic, Bishop Irfan, that we hope for the first time this coming summer, that for the first time ever, we'll have exchanges of students, of pupils, to each other's homes. This is something I don't think we could have dreamed of 5 years ago, and has become a reality.
Yes, I am so grateful, that I don't want this whole link known as the one-man show, But I think the students' exchange program is coming up now, they're just coming up. Teachers going there for volunteering, we are just looking for. The training teachers going there and their teachers coming here. Bishop coming here from the pastor side, the pastors coming on site. And I think that's what one could expect, those people within different trade, different abilities should be taking up responsibility and working onto that,
And I think it translates onto what we might call a platform. So okay, it doesn't matter who kicks it off, but you have to make that spread. And when your 4 colleagues came here, they were placed in 16 different schools. So we now have 16 schools that are engaged with that part of the programme. And when our colleagues came to you in half-term in February, we had colleagues from 8 different schools. So that's another 8 schools involved in the programme. And all of a sudden, you see the platform developing on which future relationships can be built. It's all very well you and I, or the Colonel and I, having that strong relationship, but it then has to develop into schools, into pupils, into the wider community. And then, that's then we can say, we played a part to change the world. That's the song that was sung to us in Pakistan, and we can play our part in saying, because the only way we will change the world, whether that's to do with security or whether that's to do with faith groups living together, the only way we'll do that is through educating children in that way.
And that is the uniqueness. Being in Christ, we belong to this worldwide family, and God brings us together, and the ministry which He has given us of teaching, preaching and healing, that just continues, and the mission of God being completed, And His tool is people who are obedient and willing to do the job.
Thank you.
So it's wonderful, we have enjoyed it, I hope we'll continue with this.
Thank you.